The Fantasy Football Heroes and Villains podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Shady Rays. SGPN is teaming up with Shady Rays for Shady May. Get 50% off your Shady Rays using promo code SGPN. Then go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/shady for your chance to win $500. And we're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Edge Boost enables you to double your bet with no interest. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/edge to get started today. And the Fantasy Football Podcast is giving away a Lamar Jackson jersey in the month of May. Go to our Apple and Spotify podcasts and leave a 5-star review. Send us that review at SGPN Fantasy on Twitter, and that will confirm your entry. D-Gens assemble. Welcome to Fantasy Football Heroes and Villains. I am your host, Justin Bruni. Joining me as always is Mr. Andrew, the TD King, Rob, and our special guest this evening, Mr. Gindiana Jones. How we doing, fellas?
Oh, man. Right as rain, homie. Ready to go, man. Already got the heart pumping a little bit. As you said before, it's hard to sit on the bike and not start pedaling. So I've just been pedaling all through the intro. Heart's pumping. I'm ready to get sweaty.
My butt hurts already.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, but I'm ready to ride. I've got the right attachments on the bike. How about you, Gindy?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. My heart's pumping too, but because I've had every technical difficulty I think I could possibly have, but ready to go.
I love it. All right, I got some fresh cash deposited on Underdog here. Tonight we are going through a cardio draft. I am pedaling right now because I'm on the analog system here with this non-internet bicycle. This Gen Z bike of mine, or non-Gen Z bike, I should actually say. I don't actually need Wi-Fi to pedal, Gindy. It's an amazing thing. But as I was telling you guys, I think my wife may have bought this thing on Etsy. I'm not really sure where she got it from. But
I can't get over that. Like buying a bike on Etsy. Like I get crafts off Etsy. I get Andrew's birthday gifts off Etsy. I'd never look for a cardio machine on there, but
your Who's Your Daddy sweater and calligraphy.
What I can't even remember what I got. I got an Andrew something, and it showed up like 2 months later.
Oh yeah, it was the Ted Lasso thing.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right, I am going to peek my head into the draft, so get the phones handy, but don't get in just yet. Just, give me a second here.
Remember, you can get out if you don't get in.
9 more to go. Go ahead. 9 more to go. Let's ride. Very easy. Very easy. My wife just texted me on Messenger and said it was Amazon, not Etsy. So shout out my wife who's watching. That thing filled up fast. Are you guys in?
Oh, yeah.
Holy.
We got people who wanted to draft with us.
That was a blink. That was a blink, and we are in. Usually we got to wait like 4 or 5 minutes.
Let's see. We got Dilly in the 1-7. Ginder here, Team Ramrod, 1-8. I am 1-11. Justin bringing up the rear on the 1-12. So it looks like the friends and family are all in the back half of the draft. I don't think anybody else. If you are currently watching and you are in the draft, let us know because I don't recognize any of these other names as friend and family.
JDE Sports looks familiar. I don't know if that's our shows or just me being in the streets, more than I should be.
I have heard that about you.
Oh, I'm in them streets. Up to 55 tonight, boys. This is draft 55.
God, man, that's
holy smokes.
Yeah, you do know it goes all through the summer, right?
You do know I'm going to be having a kid soon.
That is true. Yeah. Oh, believe me, man, you're going to have a lot of time on your hands because you won't sleep.
I'm pretty sure
I'm not sleeping now.
I'm pretty sure I did a draft. I think I did a draft with Andrew the night his kid was born, or the morning of, or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's funny.
For anybody following along, if you are cardioing right now, let's turn up the resistance a little bit here. Talking to you, Ginder.
Can we get a little? Y'all want a little
0.46 miles? Where are you at, Gindy?
You said 2.6 miles?
0.49 now. No.
0.57.
Oh, what? I got to catch up.
I was gonna
I'm
say
at 0.8.
Anybody wants to put a side bet on? I am so down. I will go so
God.
hard on this cardio machine.
You go ahead. Yeah, we're going not hard. You go hard.
For anyone listening here, just to update you, as normal, it is Justin Jefferson 1, Jamar Chase 2, currently waiting on the third guy to pick.
Are you guys at the point where you're ready to start drafting Jamar Chase at number 1?
No.
Well, I've been locked out of the top 5 since I was locked out of Underdog. I think they figured me out. But I'll be back up there at some point, That's why you do all the drafts. But
all right, so let's see. So we had
I haven't had the
CMC and
opportunity
Tyreek.
recently.
I think the first change that I've noticed is at the 1-4. I've seen everything from Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Bijan. I mean, all of that I've seen it. So 4 is interesting to see who they take. Look, and there goes Bijan at 5.
Dude, I don't get
That's
it.
early. That feels early.
Yes.
This Bijan stuff's madness.
I don't think it's that crazy. Like, I mean, it's if you're no one's comparing him to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, right? Like, he's a Saquon Barkley, rookie Zeke Elliott type of prospect, and everything just points in him getting 300 plus touches. Like, every narrative points to that direction. I think the only thing that hurts this ADP is him getting hurt.
It's a really good value there by you, Gindy. What, the old Cooper Kupp at 8?
Yeah, this draft's going to be interesting for many different reasons. Dylan and I picking next to each other, that's like putting oil and vinegar together. So, and then y'all two are next to each other too. So,
yeah, I got to think about what Bruni's going to do here. So I'm currently up. Got Austin Eckler, CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Taylor, Garrett Wilson on the board. Amron.
I know who I'm getting because I know who you're not taking.
Yeah.
I know what 2 players I'm getting. I know exactly what 2 players I'm getting. Got him. CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra.
No, and Amon-Ra, interesting. I honestly thought you were going to take one of the running backs, Taylor or Barkley.
Amon-Ra and CeeDee Lamb have been a pretty consistent 11-12 pick now, post-week 17, post-schedule release. So that's some pretty heavy correlation. I've also seen some Tony Pollard even in that range as well, like Tony Pollard, Jamar Chase, Tony Pollard coming back around the corner. I've seen some of those guys, specifically looking at week 17, when the first 2 rounds.
Yep. So I took Austin Eckler and Garrett Wilson. I like both those picks a whole lot.
Oh, I need to actually get this on the screen so people can see it.
Oh,
I'm doing it faster than the last episode though. But you know what, Andrew, why don't you hit a quick read? I think we're up in like 18 picks or so we got some time.
Yes. So let's talk a little bit about Edge Boost, the newest partner of SGPN. SGPN is excited to announce an exclusive early access partnership with Edge Boost, the world's first bet now, pay later Visa card. Similar to buy now, pay later programs like Affirm and Afterpay, Edge Boost enables you to double your bet with no interest and pay back the advance over 4 equal weekly installments. That's right, 0% interest. Simply deposit funds into your account and Edge Boost will match the deposit so you can use 2 times the funds on any legal sports betting site. Edge currently offers up to $2,500 in advances as you build a repayment history. My Edge Boost double play of the day is, as Justin said, LeBron under points. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/edge to sign up today. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/edge. Must be 21 years or older, only valid in legal gambling states. Problem gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And the SGPN Fantasy Football crew is giving away a Lamar Jackson jersey in the month of May. Go to our Apple and Spotify podcasts and leave a 5-star review. Go ahead and take a screenshot of your review and DM us that review at SGPN Fantasy on Twitter. That will confirm your entry. Drawing will be May 31st. All right, so now I got the board up here. I went double up on receivers. JDE Sports went double up on running backs. Alejandro, Red Badge, shout out Red Badge Bros, went double up on receiver. Tyreek Hill and Chris Olave. Got Ramrod with the Cooper Kupp and the John Taylor, like that, mixing it up a little bit. Same thing with the King, Eckler, and Wilson. Lamar Jackson feels early. Ellie. Oh, that's not Alejandro. That's Kool-Aid Killas, Kool-Aid L's. It's too far away. It's too far away. Ooh, the old classic Jamar Chase, T. Higgins stack to start the first 2 rounds. Kind of cornering yourself still.
If you're currently watching on YouTube, again, that's SGPN Fantasy Football on YouTube, post in the chat here. I'm interested to know who is one person everyone's fading in the first 4 rounds of drafts right now. Last year for me it was Deebo Samuel, so I'm interested to see who people are off of in the first 4 rounds.
Are you on Deebo Samuel this year though? I've been giving quite a bit of him actually.
A little bit. It really depends on my roster construction. If I take it early RB, then yes, Deebo somebody I'm kind of getting. And again, last year I just didn't like him because of where he was going. It's not that I didn't think he could have a good season. I hated that he was going end of first round. Now you can get him at currently sitting ADP 33.8. That's obviously a lot better. I still don't like him. I'd rather take DK Metcalf, Amari Cooper. I'd take some of those guys, but sure. I still think he has an option, to do well here. And again, his ADP is just much better this year than last year.
No, I was going to say, I think that he's going to have some positive ROI playing alongside some burdened quarterbacks potentially, and Trey Lance or Sam Darnold. But hearing some good things about Trey Lance recently, oh boy, some decent coach talk, coming out of the Bay, as they say.
Yep. Just an update. I'm currently at 2.25 miles. Everybody,
shut the fuck up.
I
guess I'm at 2.
Oh, Ginter's over here riding with no resistance, so he can just pedal away.
Yep. I have very little resistance. I'm not going to lie. I have nothing, because it's also very loud when my resistance is on. I've showed you.
That is true. That is true.
It's really not flattering to the stream. But yeah, I'm at 2.05 and I have no resistance at all. I'm just going.
I do want to mention DKM Dilly there with the stack of Kelsey and Mahomes. Past couple drafts I did, it seems to be getting a lot easier to get that stack. Than I think it has been.
I think it's because it's been easier to get Mahomes specifically. I think that Hurts, Mahomes, Allen, they're falling a bit. And I think that's going to kind of continue to proceed, or at least evolve more. They're going to continue to fall the deeper we get into the summer here. Got a couple of red badges up in here.
Can we stop with the badge talk?
Sorry. If you want, this is your platform right now, man. You can talk about it. We're all degens here.
Look,
you can let your feelings out.
I love Underdog more than any fantasy that is out there, more than Sleeper, Yahoo, any of that. But they broke my heart because they took my badge away. I have no idea why. No idea. It's not like I don't spend money. Andrew can attest to that. I spend money on just about anything there is to spend money on.
Useless shit all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't decide.
You know what? You want to do it.
I haven't been doing this in a while. I've been playing it safe. Let's have some fun.
Yeah,
We're on bikes.
Oh, wow.
That's a homer pick.
Oh man, you
know what though? I haven't been making it though. That's for sure. I do not have many shares of Justin Fields, so
you did just make this more difficult for me, because now Mark Andrews has slid to 38, currently ADP 32, so he slid about half a round. I was going to
let Kool-Aid get him. Just let him slip, because that fucker took George Kittle already like a moron. Let him take him.
Nah, I'm going to take him.
George Kittle in round 3?
Yeah, that's a little absurd. George Kittle currently my tight end ranked 7.
7.
7, yes. Surprise.
I think I have him at 7. I think I have him right ahead of Mr. Dalton Schultz, actually. I'll have to take a look. Dalton
Schultz, not in my top 10.
Yeah, well, who asked you, buddy?
Your Dalton Schultz is my Chigaconko.
I think where do you have Chig?
10.
Okay. I think that's higher than I have him, but I'm still really in on Chig.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying like you have faith in Schultz. My faith lies with Chig as the later round guy.
With him, do you think it matters for who the quarterback is there? You're high on him no matter what?
Yep, no matter what. Due to a couple things. One, look at the receiving core there. Outside of Treylon Burks, who was no superstar last year, they have really nobody. Kyle Phillips made a little bit of noise in the games he did play last year, but they don't really have anybody there of note. If it's Will Levis, that's fine, because a lot of times we find that rookies will lean on the tight ends. If it's Tannehill, hooked up with him last year a little bit. I don't think it's going to be Malik Willis whatsoever, but if it is, he did use Chig as well. So I just think that he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and he's one of the very few tight ends in the National Football League that could fight for top spot, if not second on their team in targets.
I found it interesting. I guess a bunch of the rookie quarterbacks got together, I don't know, in the past week with Brady, a couple other guys, and I saw that Will Levis was invited, which was wild to me. So
did you see the clip of that conversation? I think
No.
Peter Schrager from NFL Morning Desk posted it on Twitter. It was pretty funny. It was Tom. It's literally like just Tom saying like 10 to 15 seconds or something. But the clip has him saying, it doesn't really matter if you're drafted in the second round. Like, he looks right at Will Levis, and then he looks right at Bryce Young and says, it doesn't really matter that you're drafted first overall either. I don't know if you guys heard about Mr. Irrelevant. I was drafted, last overall. Like, I'm kind of a big deal, right? Yeah. There was always somebody back there waiting, to be the next big thing. And, you just had to keep working and all that, putting forward a good message, but it was just kind of funny. It was like, yeah, Bryce, it doesn't really doesn't really matter. The draft's over, bud.
I try so hard to want to like Will Levis. I just can't. I don't know what it is either. I don't know. When he said something, his first question for the Mannings was how to monetize himself instead of asking a single question relevant to football. Ever since then, his head's not in the right spot for me. So
I don't know. That's how all those kids talk nowadays,
And I think the mayo and the coffee or the banana or all that, just, yeah.
Tennessee breakfast. All right, I got to get my butt up a little bit off this seat, so this big dome of mine's gonna get out of view. Oh, ow! There it is. Okay, had to reset the butt.
Yep, gotta do that every now and again.
You gotta reset the butt on the seat.
Bruni, I do want to ask a question. Almost every stream I've ever saw you on, you wear a headband, and the one where there's no exercise or where there's actual exercise going on, no headband.
The headband is not worn on every stream. It is worn when I do not have a haircut, which is a lot of the time. So have a haircut, don't need the headband. It's just not needed. All the other times, shit's just gonna fall everywhere.
What's the mileage we're at here?
3.3.
I'm at 3.55.
I'm at 3.7.
Oh, I'm catching up. Nice.
I can't wait to hear, Andrew. I don't have the resistance on. I know.
Yeah, no, I can tell you don't.
No, I'm pedaling a little harder now. I heard I was close.
All right.
I heard I was close.
Here goes Dylan probably to just stake my pick for a second time in a row, make me cry.
Who did he snipe you last time?
Who did he take? And I move on really quickly. I don't hold grudges, so I can't even remember who it was.
I think this player that I'm about to talk about is going to go off the board, so I'm going to say his name. Well, no, because
now he is.
Yep, Michael Pittman. There you go. I've been taking a lot of Michael Pittman lately. Are you guys in the belief that he can be in that wide receiver 1 territory if Anthony Richardson is what the public says he will be?
No.
So then who's going to be the big boomer there? Because if the public is what Anthony Richardson, is what the public say he is, he's going to be a top 10 QB.
Clarify like what you mean by wide receiver 1. You mean his finish at the end of the year will be 1 through 12?
Yes.
Then no.
Okay.
I just think if Anthony Richardson, kind of like Justin Fields, had a good year last year, it's with his legs.
Okay.
I don't know, but
Justin Fields didn't have a Michael Pittman.
Pittman had a good year last year and the year before, and it was kind of the revolving door a little bit of quarterbacks. So,
yeah, but I think he can have a good year, but I don't think it's going to be a top 1. Like just 1 through 12 is just not feasible to me in that offense. That's probably going to want to run the ball a little bit more. Man, I really don't know what to do here.
Running backs look solid.
Yeah, I'm probably going to take Dobbins again. I like Dobbins here.
Let's see how we're looking.
It was
on the buys.
It was DK Metcalf, by the way, Bruni. That was who Dylan took the first time. That made me sad. I'm really big on Seattle. I think Geno's going to have another really good year. I like their week
ADP.
towards the end of the year. Yeah, I like their matchups at the end of the year. I think JSN's going to help free up some space too. So I picked Seattle to win their division, actually. That's how high I am that they'll beat the 49ers.
That is
I don't think that's a far cry right now, given the uncertainty of their quarterback position.
I think their win total last time I looked over under was like 11.5. And the 49ers.
Oh, I'll take the under still. I'll take 10 wins.
I don't know. Maybe it was 12.
The AFC is tough. The NFC. Jesus. This cardio will do it to you. Not quite.
Oh, Andrew, my mom texted me, by the way.
Oh, okay.
She said nice. That's it. For what we're doing. She just said nice. So.
Oh, great.
You sent your mom a link, trying to get some extra views.
Damn right.
Cool.
So let me ask you guys, in this spot right here where we're at in round 6, looking at the wide receivers and the running backs, which positional group do you like better?
Receivers.
I don't know.
There's just not enough running backs. Like, I like Dalvin Cook, Swift, and Pacheco, but
I mean, add back in Joe Mixon and J.K. Dobbins. Does that change it for you?
See, I'm different.
Kind of, yeah. I didn't take a receiver. I took Mixon and Kyle Pitts. So,
See, I'm different there because I think like Pacheco at KC. I forget what is it, week 16 or 7? What is it, 17? They play the Bengals or 16?
Yep,
17 is the correlation to them. Yeah.
So that's going to be a game breaker there. Versus a lot of these receivers, Mike Evans could be a bum for all we know.
Yeah, but I'm in the boat that I like Pacheco. So what I'm about to say is not like a bad take on him. It's just that I feel like the Chiefs are going to go after Dalvin Cook. Hear me out. And because I know it's like the easiest thing to say is like, oh, a really good player is going to be available and they're going to go to the Chiefs. Sure. Right. Yeah. Why isn't DeAndre Hopkins there yet? Exactly. The Chiefs they play Minnesota this year, and so do the Buccaneers. And that's the narrative that I'm buying on. I'm saying that Dalvin Cook is coming back for seconds against Minnesota. So I'm saying he goes to the Bucs or the Chiefs only based off of like a 1-year deal, and you get to play, Minnesota, and you get to go beat up on them a little bit.
Well, see, I don't know if I agree. I think they like Pacheco. And I give Andrew his flowers. Andrew was talking about Pacheco before anybody was talking about Pacheco. And I think you kind of saw at the season that they like that guy. So I think they're willing to give him a shot. And going back to your wide receiver, I look more at guys like Pickens, Dotson, Deontay Johnson. I would rather be taking some of those guys a little bit later and getting a running back there versus guys like Mike Evans, because I think we're going to see those guys outperform guys like Mike Evans and who else was there.
I mean, I agree.
Think all those guys just went in this round, though.
Yeah,
all those guys, and the running backs didn't, and the running backs are still there, so it actually went opposite.
Yeah.
Well, my thought process on that, though, the reason I asked the question was about what to do at the top of the draft, and that's just really load up on wide receivers, because in my eyes, these running backs, to me, have more value at their position than the wide receivers do. Like, I don't think Treylon Burks could finish as a top 15 wide receiver, but I think that DeAndre Swift, Rashad White, James Conner, like these guys could finish as the top 15 running back. Yeah. So I think the positional value right now is better for running back.
No, I agree with that. I think here, especially, or a lot of running backs that probably should be going a little bit higher. And I know I heard you guys talk about the last time, P. Ryan and guys like that, you still being able to get lower. So I definitely agree with prioritizing.
I think that is the way to go. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, our Lord and Father, Mr. Kerrane, he started his draft with 2 running backs and walked away with, a couple million.
Yeah, that is true. But
I'm not saying like, oh, well, obviously that's the way to do it. Range of outcomes. We got to prepare for them.
Right.
We got to mix it up.
I mean, and you don't know. We could be talking about somebody else, because obviously the last game, the Cincy Buffalo game, came to an abrupt halt. So he won technically by default. Now, not saying he wouldn't have won. Obviously,
we all
giving
did.
him his due, but
we all did. Everybody had to react in a different way.
I lost multiple fantasy leagues because of that. So I did not win.
I had to split a championship, I had to split the money, but I got the belt. So I don't know.
I like that better. That's
Well, and we announced it as like co-champions, but to be perfectly honest, like I was down by 8 going into the game, and I had Josh Allen and Joe Mixon, and the guy had nobody. And I had already had 2.5 points by the time Hamlin got hurt. So I was honestly just expecting old boy to just be like, hey, like, in all sense of the reality here, you were going to win, But no, he wanted his cut. I was just like, all right, whatever. Like,
no.
I'm not gonna go to war over, half the pot,
Nope.
when someone just nearly died in a football game.
Right.
Sorry, my whole plan of this entire draft just went right down to tubes. So
Good job, Dilly.
Nope, wasn't Dilly.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. I was looking at Richardson with my pick, and I was like, nah, he'll still be there on the way back. And
too early.
Yeah, but now I have Pittman and Taylor, and now neat.
You just ride it out. I've had the same thing. I mean, I showed Andrew the other day. Some guy did that to me one pick ahead, right? And it was right at ADP. It was right at pick 86. I wound up getting Dak 13 spots after ADP. And then I got Goff 20 spots after ADP.
Yeah, it happened to me. Yes, it happened to me yesterday when I was following along with Andrew and Kramer and Sean. I had Seattle loaded up, and then somebody took Geno like 20 picks ahead of time, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Dicks.
This is a lot of wide receiver heavy draft. Like I feel like I can't really get my footing here with getting all the receivers I've wanted to.
I'm a little bit too loaded up on week 7 already. I don't like that. But other than that, I feel okay. Justin Fields, Joe Mixon, James Conner, CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks, and Kyle Pitts. Probably should have gone somewhere different with Brandon Cooks, but man, if that dude's healthy, I just see him having a big resurgence in that offense.
So you'd rather take him there than wait on Michael Gallup way later?
I have too much Michael Gallup, actually. I have to get off of him. He's in my top 10 exposure. So, yeah, I do need to get off of him. Yeah.
Gotcha. So, currently, my team through, what are we in here? Round 8. My team, pull it back up here. Sorry.
But that is a good tip. Anyone watching or listening, like that's a great evaluation of the ADP breakdown. I've already been well at it. So,
Yeah. I was going to say there's a lot of teams that you can point at a receiver in the middle rounds and then look and be like, well, you know what? I could probably get similar production from a guy who's going at least 7 or 8, rounds later. So just food for thought for people. So my team currently, Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, running backs, Austin Eckler and J.K. Dobbins, wide receivers, Garrett Wilson, Calvin Ridley, and Quentin Johnston, tight ends, Mark Andrew and Evan Ingram, going a small tight end bully here, but I did want to take Ingram because of Trevor Lawrence in the stack. So in hindsight, I shouldn't have taken Andrews. I should have waited. But that's why we do. Did
you say you got ETN?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really an ETN guy this year. I think that he is going to fall back slightly. This regime did not draft him as well as they did draft Tank Bigsby. I don't know. I think ETN's not. I think you're drafting him at a ceiling, and I don't feel good about doing that.
Yeah. I think if we're looking at like the Jags to be like a top 5 offense this year, and I really believe that a lot of people are under that perception, like this offense is going to be high flying. They've got a ton of weapons. And if they believe that ETN is going to take a step forward, I feel like it's going to be with him in the passing game because I just feel like we haven't seen enough of him in that aspect yet. And I like the addition of Tank Bigsby. I've gone on as much to say that I think he could actually take over the offense from a rushing standpoint. They got to get ETN involved in the passing game. And I think if he's hitting his high range of outcomes, he's bringing home 80 catches this year out of nowhere. And people are just going to be ruthlessly upset about it.
See, but how can you say that when they have, look at their wide receiver core.
I can say that because it's the high range of outcomes. His low range of outcomes is what you're presenting. It's both arguments here. Like,
that's true, but how many times do we see a running back hit 80 catches when they have a wide receiver core around them like the Jags do?
Look at Leonard Fournette in the Bucs offense. Look at his receivers and he's catching 70 plus passes.
But Tom Brady has been known to like to do that. So that was kind of like a little
Trevor
more
Lawrence
obvious.
has been known to throw to Travis Etienne per college.
Yeah,
there's a connection there too.
It's a little different. You're right. I don't know. I just can't buy into it. I just can't.
Ginder, sit down. We are not competing on miles.
I was just giving my butt a break.
No, you are trying to get an extra half mile in. I saw
How
you.
does standing up? That's harder.
Oh, no, it's way better, at least for me.
Justin, are you sweating this time?
No, you want me to turn it on?
Oh, my God, dude.
You want me to turn it on?
I don't understand your body. You're a freak.
So earlier I was telling Ginder, my wife told me that I should remind everybody that it's like 68 degrees in the room that I'm in right now. So that's definitely a factor. Humidity here today.
I don't know.
Well, humidity here today, not so great. So it's warm as fuck. And the other day, Thursday, when we did this, I was sweating like a stripper in Catholic school, man. Like this place was cooking. Like I had to bring this bike down 2 floors. So yeah, we turned the air on, bro. But if you want me to sweat, I told you, man, all I got to do, just take the glasses off real quick. Just
oh boy.
Hoods up. Found home, bitches. Found home. I'll go like this as long as you want. You asked me in 4 minutes if I'm sweating, I'll be sweating.
That's why you're not sweating.
I'm at 6.11. I mean.
Ooh, he passed me now.
Oops. Proud of you.
Someone's in the chat. Get to him. I can't see it. It's so far away.
Oh, that is, let's see. Oh, he's talking about Ginder. He wants to win everything.
I'll take the 3 million. You can take the miles.
That is true.
Did you guys, when you were kids, did you ever collect Marlboro miles for your parents?
No, my parents did not smoke.
My grandfather never smoked. He was never a smoker, but he would collect the fuck out of them. I had a Marlboro cigarettes book bag in like the 5th grade from Miles.
We were awesome. More of the Monopoly McDonald's kind of family.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, you got to rock out with your boardwalk.
Yeah. Too bad that whole thing was a scam. So.
Well, so was the coffee lawsuit, but we get by. We move on.
So are taxes, and we do them every day. What's
yeah,
your point?
Exactly.
That is
good
very
call,
true.
Gindy. Good shot.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna be up here.
I heard you were giving your pick to me.
Sure, right.
I'm just sitting here laughing. Back in the day, I can remember, when the world was fun and all that good stuff. You used to go to NASCAR tracks. They would get free cigarettes. They get free packs of cigarettes. I remember you would go in and go in a little trailer. My dad would, not me. I was a kid, not me.
No, I've been to one still. Or when was the last one I went to? I went to a Chicagoland race and I got a pack of Swishers.
Yeah, I think but they used to give used to be able to get carton of cigarettes at one point. They used to give out Winston carton of cigarettes. You would.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Times have changed. You can't do that no more.
Oh man,
I hate this draft.
Anybody
I'm never doing this again.
Here? I'm drawing a blank. Who did the Ravens play week 17? Anybody know? I have a lot of these memorized, but that is one I'm currently forgetting. Does anybody know?
I feel like it's a divisional person, but I'm not sure.
I hate this draft. I quit.
Is it the Steelers? Does that sound right?
Did you say the Ravens?
Yeah.
Did you say the Ravens? I'll tell you in a second.
Let's see.
Ravens, week 17.
Miami. Okay.
That's close. Pennsylvania, Florida. Same.
Miami defense on rushing has been a lot better. Looks like Dylan probably beat us by like 3 minutes in the chat. We just weren't paying attention. We're all just looking at our phones.
Ooh.
I mean, I just want to say, again, I don't like to give Andrew or Dylan their flowers too much just because that's part of my character is giving them a rough time. But shout out to Dylan for still being awake because that guy gets up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work, which is just banana land. So
that's awesome. That's what time I'm going to bed right now.
Yeah. I was up watching The Sopranos till 3 in the morning, I think.
That's my guy. What season you at?
6A.
Yeah.
I'm really confused
6A.
why there's 6A and 6B, but
because it was the beginning of split seasons. The Sopranos did that before everybody else. So they had that A season and then they had the B season. I am actually on the same season. I just watched the one where Vito gets the truth about Vito comes out and he's hiding up in New Hampshire.
Okay, so we're like almost at the same exact one because they just walked into the club and found him, and at the end he just went up to the hotel. Now, I never watched The Sopranos in my life until this year, but I can remember watching an episode or two when I was in high school or middle school to figure out what it was about. And the only episode I remember is when Vito meets his demise. It's the only episode, so I know it's coming. Sorry to spoil for anybody who's watching the show 20 years after it came out.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's dude, Andrew, right now, that's the only thing I'm watching. Like I really don't have much to watch. Like Ted Lasso on Wednesdays is good. Succession on Sundays is good. That's 2 days, bro. Like everything in between is The Sopranos or Shoresy.
Oh, Shoresy.
Oh, yeah, I know. Here we go.
Wait, Wait, Bruni.
No, he does not.
Yes.
No, he does not like Letterkenny. So
No, I don't like Letterkenny.
How do you watch Shorzy
Shorzy is way better than Letterkenny. I don't care what anybody says.
I've been trying to get Andrew to watch Letterkenny for
a while.
4 years.
I like some bits. Don't get me wrong. Like, and there are some similarities from Letterkenny and Shorzy. Like you see some transitions in like the writing and just like the posterization of characters and stuff like that. But it's way better. Like the grilling steaks bit, that was fantastic on Letterkenny. That was great. S&P the way for me.
yeah.
You know, that was fantastic. But most of the show, I'm just like, all right, next scene, let's go, next scene.
I just laugh every time. It's like, how are you now? Every time it gets me. Just that's all they have to say, and I lose my mind. So anyway, back to fantasy football. I think me and Bruni might be able to talk about TV for the rest of this draft. So
probably a little bit, yeah. Oh, I got Kyle Pitts and Cole Kmet settled up at tight end. It's a little early for me.
Ooh, Sugarfoot. I just realized I haven't taken a quarterback at all. Oh boy.
You don't need one.
How are you guys feeling about the Rashee Rice love? He is one of the biggest risers in the last week on Underdog. I think he's up 16 or 17 spots. How are you guys feeling about that?
I like him.
Too much hype?
No, I've gotten a little bit, you know, not at a drastic rate, but here and there, you know, when I can get him at ADP, I'll take him. Like,
I'll go on the maybe out a little bit on a limb here. Let's be real. We all know what's going to happen with Kadarius Toney. Something's going to happen, and he's not going to be number one there, and it's going to be open besides Kelsey, and I think Rice could slide right in there, jump right over Sky Moore. I'm not really impressed with Sky Moore. So,
but see, everybody keeps forgetting about Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I know no one likes Richie James, but he had a strong finish to last season, and they brought him in. Like, everyone could be saying Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney, and week one you see freaking Richie James, MVS, and Kelsey taking the field to start.
Now don't say everybody doesn't like Richie James.
You like?
I think James? Andrew will tell you. I like Richie James. I think Richie James is going to do something in Kansas City. I think it's crazy that the Giants got rid of him.
I mean, he was someone that won me money last year, so I'm banging that drum as well. But you know, it's just tough to, you know, feel that he's going to be able to repeat that given all the competition around him still. And that's coming from somebody who likes him. So,
also, before I forget, just because I'm a space cadet sometimes, shout out to Underdog for this cardio club. I think this is the 4th or 5th day in a row that I've done cardio now, and the only reason is so I can draft. So I guess, like Andrew said, a lot of this country is obese, so helping us one stride at a time.
I'm sweating. You happy?
I am happy. Yeah,
I've been sweating this whole time just for you. All this effort, maximum effort.
Andrew,
you know you're on the clock again, right?
He had a spray bottle before you got on.
Bruni, you're on the clock, son.
I didn't even know, bro.
He was.
You just made a pick. How do you know? You're back to back.
Probably because I was sweating and I was distracted.
Dude, I will say there's so much going on. Like for me, I'm biking. I'm watching you guys on the stream. I'm trying to pick. Like it's a lot for my little peanut brain, to be honest with you.
No, I probably shouldn't have put the phone down, but every time I've made a pick, I just put the phone down. Like the last draft, I was like sitting here trying to keep up with it. This time I'm in the turn. I just leave it set down and I can kind of watch the screen and see when I need to go up. But yeah, thanks, Andrew. I almost auto picked someone that wasn't Darnell Mooney. Bear stacks.
Do you remember we did a draft the other night and who that guy took in like the 4th round? And we're like, man, we got to tell Justin that guy
was it Mecole Hardman?
No, it was around that time.
That was Ryan and Sean's draft, and I was losing my mind. Like in that draft, like I was high, I was low, because I'm taking like a deep breath after every time this chat guy makes a pick. Like, bro, and then he's like, "Oh, well, I'm listening to the chat." I'm like, well, Trey McKitty's available, bro." Like,
no, I can't. Was it Michael Carter in like the 4th round, Andrew? It was something.
I don't remember.
It was and we said, man, we can't wait to tell you. So
I mean, that's. Every now and again, you know, you'll see something fucking weird happen, like that.
The guy that was in yesterday, Scott Foster, Sean Foster, something. The 4 seasons of Buffalo. He was his picks.
Pat Fisher.
Whatever.
He was saying that the chat was making his picks, and I was in the chat, so I'm like, fuck it. Like I was throwing names at him. Like I'm ready for that again. Believe me. Like you got to draft Antonio Brown, bro.
It was killing me, that guy.
Justin, should we pay a bill here with the old Shady?
Yeah, probably a good idea. Go ahead.
All right, let's put on the old Shady Rays here. Shady Rays is teaming up with SGPN for Shady May. Not only do you get an amazing 50% off, but you also have a chance to win $500. That's not all. Shady Rays offers the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they told us they will send you a brand new pair, no questions asked. Wear your Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after your purchase. And for our international listeners, Shady Ray has you covered as well, with shipping to Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom. Go to shadyrays.com and use promo code SGPN for 50% off of 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. Then take your receipt to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/shady for your chance to win the $500 Shady May contest.
And the SGPN fantasy football team is giving away a Lamar Jackson jersey in the month of May. Go to our Apple and Spotify podcasts and leave a 5-star review. DM us a screenshot of that review at SGPN Fantasy on Twitter. Drawing is May 31st. Andrew, I don't know what the fuck you were just doing, but you were just trying to distract the hell out of me just now. You were like, what the hell? You look like you're getting ready to open up me and Emerson's show. We drop the beat every Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah, man. Heart's pumping, man. You feel different when you're exercising. I don't know. I feel good. I feel myself.
Well, you don't. Yeah,
what is it? You play good. You
exercise.
You look good. You feel good. You feel good. You play good.
That's right. You play good. They pay good.
That's it.
That's true. That's true.
Shout out Prime.
I was just about to say shout out Prime Time.
Shout out Underdog. Use promo code SGPN.
For
double your deposit
100%.
up to 100%. Match
That's
up to
right.
$50.
Yeah,
For free
shout
drafts.
out
$100.
Shout out Underdog. Give me my badge back.
That's true.
Oh,
now that we can download like 2 hours or 5, whatever, unlimited amount of video time for verified users on Twitter, I just sent them the whole stream yesterday. I was like, here's the whole thing. You can't miss a bit of it. Thanks, Elon. Appreciate you. Some dude posted like, what was it, the 2013 like Miami Heat and Spurs game? I was laughing my ass off. He's like, fuck it. I love it. I love it. Love the energy. Oh, good series, by the way. Good series.
That hurts.
Dude, I don't know how people bike every single freaking day.
Yeah, Lance Armstrong's a dickhead.
Well, he's a drug user, so
I just saying, dude, this seat is so uncomfortable. Like, hell.
I tried putting a pillow under mine. It doesn't work. 9.2829.
Really? Turn your resistance up then.
Fuck you.
I'm at 8.34.
That's loud. I'll turn my resistance on. You'll see what you think.
I was 0.4 ahead of you. Now you're like 0.3 ahead of me.
You hear that?
Nope, you're good.
I don't want to listen to that. So yes, I have no resistance. No shame. No shame.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws.
That's true. What is this? 156. No idea what I want to do here. No idea.
Michael Carter?
Nope. Some more correlation. I already had Amari Cooper. I'll just take DPJ. Fuck it. He's right at ADP, whatever. I just want to apologize to all the moms out there. Saying a little too many F-bombs a day. I feel like it's the exercise.
It could be me, too. I could have brought that out, and you have that effect on people.
But if you are still here, smash the like button, share the video.
Are you guys high on the Browns this year?
Yes.
Higher than I was last year.
Okay. I don't know. I can't get with it still.
I've been getting DPJ, Elijah Moore, Njoku. I mean, obviously everybody's grabbing Watson and Cooper, and that's, they're higher ADP, obviously, but I'm definitely trusting in them to buy, the backup spots, the middle roster players. Of course, Nick Chubb, and Jerome Ford when necessary. I'm not really drafting Jerome Ford naked. Are you, Andrew? I know you're higher on him.
Yes, I am.
You're drafting him naked. Yeah, I've been getting him when I get Nick Chubb. I don't know. Who'd you just take, Andrew?
I just took Devin Singletary.
Oh, I auto picked Jordan Love. Ouch.
You say you do know you have back-to-back picks, right?
I'm blaming the cardio. I'm not having a good night on the bike. I did it again. I in 2 turns, I took a pick and then put the phone down again.
Oh, why, Dylan? With the Bryce Young pick, you have Miles Sanders, but like,
hey, be nice, Dylan.
Well, I was going to take Bryce Young coming back around, so that's kind of why I'm like, well,
I was going to take Bryce Young, but I auto drafted Jordan Love. I mean, and I need some exposure to Jordan Love because I'm so effing low on him. See, I almost said it there too. I almost swore again, but I'm so low on Love. So if there's a time to get him, I guess it's now when I auto pick him. That's my first share. That's my first share of Jordan Love out of 55 drafts in BBM4.
I don't have him either yet, and that doesn't surprise me knowing you're a Bears fan.
Come on, we've been over this. He's not good.
I don't know. I don't see him doing.
We don't know that yet. Technically,
we know that he's not good.
I wanted Tyler Higbee there, so shout out to the guy that took him right before me. Appreciate you. XOXO.
I give my draft a 2 already. We don't need to grade mine. This is bad.
Ginder, I usually ask everyone who comes on the show, so let me ask you. Between all the drafts that you're going to do, how are you? How are you doing these? Are you trying to go for the top money, or are you going for the regular season money? Are you going to do a little bit of both? What's your outlook here?
I'm just trying to have a good time, to be honest with you. No, I'm going for the. I'm really focusing on the end of the season, making sure I have that planned out a little bit more than I did last year. Being my first year last year, I kind of just picked and just did it. It was fun. It was, a way to do things with you. And this year I'm taking a lot more science to it, and trying to pay attention to bye weeks, trying to correlate opponents. So I don't know, a little bit of both. Right now I'm really focusing on value more than anything, just because I feel like this draft, especially, I think it was Jonathan Taylor, like 10 picks after I should have. And so I'm really focusing on that right now. And then when training camp rolls around, really start focusing on, okay, here's what I want to do, now that we know a little more.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How many days do we have till kickoff? 140.
Oh, I should know this.
7?
I don't know.
I think it's less
146?
than that. Little cheat sheet to all the articles I write. Every single one, I start down with a countdown to how many days till football there is. So I should know this, but I don't. So I think it was 149 like last weekend. So you're somewhere in the right ballpark.
Yeah, I thought it was like 149 on Wednesday, but I'm not sure.
I should know.
How about this? Too many days till football.
I'll say my birthday is the day after the Thursday night game. So
nice.
September 7th.
That is the opening night. That is not my birthday.
Damn it. It happens every time. Am I close?
Well, it's the 8th. I said it's the day after.
Oh my God.
Shout out to me, 33 this year.
Shout out to me,
10.6.
10.6.
That's right.
I'm at 9.4.
I'm leading this race. I wasn't trying to win the miles, but I'm not winning this draft. I'll tell you that.
I have slowed down a little bit. My shirt is a little sweaty. I think I've sweated enough. Technically,
Bruni, get out of here.
To get to 10.
10.6.
10.71.
That's just...
You hit 10 yesterday on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm at 10.2. So.
Oh, okay. So I got you.
So I'm mad, is what I'm saying. There's no way.
I ain't slowing down then. Andrew was trying to sell me on the slowdown. There's a soft, gentle cool down approaching. No, avoid the hill.
Here I come, Bernie.
Let's take this trail. Oh, I'm up. See?
Yes, twice. Remember.
Yes. Oh, Jeff Wilson. See, I'm fine. Everything's great. I got Jeff Wilson. We're good. I've been drafting a lot of Rondell Moore as well. Did not look at ADP. Did not look at buys. Just picked those 2 dudes and put my phone down because this is a dead draft for Justin. That's just what happens when you pick Jordan Love in the 14th round. That's just not good. That's bad.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just take him before Ginder does.
Okay, if you say he's going to take him.
Oh, he has Dotson.
Oh, okay. You
mother duck.
See, sometimes you got to pay attention to other people's teams.
No.
That's a
shout out everybody on YouTube right now. Be sure to smash the like button and share the video.
See, dude, we were doing so good because I told myself before I came on, let's just have a good time. Don't yell at anybody for taking your picks. Like, I'm just here, and then
you on the wrong show, then, buddy.
Poke the bear.
Hey, you know what, man? In these things, offense is good, right? That's what we're drafting, but you got to play a little defense in here as well.
Yeah,
so I look at teams.
It amazes me with you, like you play just as much defense. Like I can't tell you how many drafts, and you're like, oh, that guy is Travis Kelce. I'm just taking him home so he doesn't get the stack, and I'm like, all right,
dick.
Sometimes you got to do it.
I just focus on my game, Andrew. Okay, I just focus on what I can control.
Well, that's good. My mom said if you can't win, make sure other people lose.
That's true.
Well, I'm trying to win at the mileage, and I get yelled at every time I stand up, so that's not true.
All right, if you want to go after it, you get up there, buddy. You get up there. You want to catch me? I'm at 11.5 or 11.26.
Jesus, I'm at 10.75.
Oh, I'm about to hit 10 right now. 9.99 and 10.
Well, it's easier when you're in this turn, and you only make one of the picks.
Curious just for you novice cardio guys, when you do this, do you set goals or are you just drafting?
Nope.
Okay.
Just draft and ride, man.
Like for me,
yeah.
Depending on where I pick. So when I was on the treadmill, I'll put the elevation up at 8 in between my picks. Next one, I drop it back down and I go back and forth like that.
Oh,
just for, just for some fun.
Oh no. All right, I have to come up to ease my butt.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm gonna get y'all. I think I'm gonna buy us all seats for our damn Pelotons.
Oh yeah, I'm just using the bar right up the ass.
Hell.
Oh geez.
Oh
hey yo.
You're like a puppet.
Oh yeah, ventriloquist. Oh my god, I hate my last 4 picks so much just looking at them on paper.
Yeah, this
Rondell
is
Moore,
Jeff
draft. Wilson, Jordan Love, DPJ. Ugh.
I think it's the worst draft I've done since they opened this.
Since Nam.
Can't say that.
I sure can.
Oh, I've been trying this entire ride to figure out a way to make a hangover reference, but I don't got one yet. So
nothing of the wolf pack jumping out at you.
Oh, Sugarfoot, yeah.
I don't know if you guys know, I consider myself a little bit of a loner, kind of like a one-man wolf pack. But today, I've gained.
But wait, what's
2
that?
more members. Great movie.
I'll be your Doug.
I'm really trying really hard not to tell the story on why I'm thinking about the hangover, because don't want to put Dylan out there on blast like that.
Oh, come on, yeah, don't.
Won't do that.
We are approaching 12 miles.
I got 11.3. I ain't catching you. I'm
at
11.9. I concede.
Oh, I gotta stand up quickly. Ow.
As long as I beat Andrew, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, you're gonna beat me, man. I'm not here for first place.
As Andrew was very clear with the audience yesterday, I am the lighter of the bunch, so I've got dexterity on my side. Get up, Andy. Get up.
Actually, I think I probably weigh the least.
Nah, man. What are you talking about?
I only weigh like 160, like 2 pounds, maybe.
Dude, I'm clocking in like 157 right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Never mind. I'm the heaviest. Just
no.
The least tone.
Beginner's definitely closer to 2.
Yeah. I'm at like 180. I ate 2 packs of caramel delights this week alone. So.
Yesterday?
No, I had one yesterday. One the day before.
Oh, that's funny.
It is funny. If people are watching us on stream, sometimes I'll just look at us in the little boxes, and we're all just moving side to side because we're pedaling. Makes me laugh.
Riveting content.
So, yeah, I know, right?
Michael Carter Dilly, shame on you.
I currently have a 2.572 build. I don't think I'm going to take another quarterback or tight end. Yeah, just go another running back and wide receiver here, I believe.
All right, cool. I'll take the best ones.
I'm going to be honest with you. I just remembered in true Gindy fashion that tight ends exist and took my first one of the draft. So
nice.
Yeah, love that. It's a stunner too in Tyler Conklin.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go Josh Palmer. I know they have Quentin Johnston, but so do I on my team. So let's do that.
Yeah, I took my first share of Kareem Hunt. Don't have any, and I got Desmond Ridder. Nice, paired up with Kyle Pitts.
Well, when in doubt, Dwayne Bride or McBride. I mean,
yeah, I don't hate it. He's definitely getting some love
Brian
in the
McKnight?
last round.
yeah, Brian McKnight, Dwayne McBride, Brian McKnight, all the same.
One, you're like it.
Man, my team sucks.
My team. I mean, I've drafted better, but I don't hate it.
Hey, I'm
There's
just here
just
to have a good
couple
time
of
with my
picks I don't
homies.
like.
So. I'm borderline dying.
Hey, all I know is I rode at least 2 more miles than I did the other night, so I'm
with you there. I did 10 the other night. I'm at 12, so
12.
Bruni has an asterisk. Bruni has an asterisk next to his mileage because of his odometer on there being a little wonky.
No, I got this thing straight at zeros, buddy. Can't take it away from me this time. You can have an asterisk on mine because I swapped bad draft for good cardio.
All right.
So I'm going to hit 13 by the time this thing is over, and I'll probably stop at 13.
Oh,
you're going to hit
go ahead.
I'm at 12.75.
I'm going to read my team here. So I went with Trevor Lawrence and Sam Howell. I stacked Trevor Lawrence with Calvin Ridley, Zay Jones, and Evan Ingram. Took Sam Howell. I mean, pretty much the only person I have him with is Brian Robinson, but he was my favorite late round quarterback that I think has potential. Running backs, Austin Eckler, J.K. Dobbins, Brian Robinson, Devin Singletary, Zeke, and Dwayne McBride. Wide receivers, Garrett Wilson, Calvin Ridley, Quentin Johnston, Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Jones, Adam Thielen, Jaden Reed, Josh Palmer. Tight ends, Mark Andrews, Evan Ingram.
Nice. So I went – what?
No, I was going to say I don't love my wide receiver core, but that's what happens when you take 2 tight ends early.
Yeah, I don't hate my receiver core. I just have a lot of question marks, I feel like, in my lineup. So Justin Fields, Jordan Love, Desmond Ridder, don't hate it, last pick. Joe Mixon, James Conner, Antonio Gibson, Jeff Wilson. I got my first share of Kareem Hunt in Best Ball Mania, so that was fun. CD Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks, Jacoby Myers, Darnell Mooney, DPJ, Rondell Moore. I've got Lamb and Cooks partnered up, and then Cooper and DPJ, a couple of stacks there. And then Kyle Pitts, bring back with Ridder, and Cole Kmet, another bring back with my Bear stacks. I know I can do better.
Also, I just realized after drafting the entire time, having to pick my phone up, that there was a perfect place to sit it on my Peloton. So really pissed off about that. My team, this team is all over the place. Matthew Stafford and CJ Stroud. Jonathan Taylor, Ramondre Stevenson, Travis Etienne, Pacheco, Javonte, P. Ryan, Chase Brown, Kupp, Pittman,
running backs,
Jahan Dotson, Tyler Boyd, Mingo, Nico Collins, Wan'Dale Robinson, and the lovely tight end position of Tyler Conklin and Noah Fant. So,
definitely, I think you went a little RB2 heavy, to be honest.
I just swapped one out for a running or a tight end. That's it, just one at least.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I think it looks good.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. I mean, I could tell you what happened at the top there. Like, I got Jonathan Taylor at 17, so 4 picks later, I got Ramondre 4 picks later, ETN 7 picks. They just kept falling, and every draft I've done in the past 2 or 3 weeks has just been straight running wide receivers out of the gate. So, wanted to mix it up and see how it looks. Don't like it at all, so probably be the only time I do it.
I'm like the third highest projected team in the draft with how bad I did.
Oh, wow. That's the kiss of death. Projected
it is.
High is never good. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I'll take the 2,700 over 3,100 any day.
Gindy, as you know, on the show, we usually go over and look at friends and family's teams. Since it looks like the only person left in here is Dilly, your roommate, why don't you go ahead and dissect his team? Read it off and then dissect it a little bit.
See, you know, Dylan's lucky because when I get on a cardio machine, it always puts me in a good mood. So I'm going to say really nice things for probably the first time in my life. Patrick Mahomes and Bryce Young at quarterback. I know he took to get the stack. I'm a big, as much as I can't stand Patrick Mahomes as a fan, his fantasy value you can't deny. So I love that stack. It's going to be fruitful for anybody that is able to get it. Bryce Young, I guess we'll see. what happens there. Jahmyr Gibbs, Miles Sanders, Jerick McKinnon, Gainwell, Michael Carter, Josh Kelly. Little weak there for me, especially the Jerick McKinnon being your third and Gainwell being your fourth. We don't really know where they're going to be on the depth chart, so that's a little scary just from a depth-wise of you might be depending on Gibbs and Sanders for your entire year, but let's see how his receivers are if he recovered there. Metcalf, Ayuk, Gabe Davis, Bateman, Jameson Williams, Alan Lazard, Alec Pierce, MVS. Like the correlation with MVS there. If I was him, I would have tried to maybe get a couple other Kansas City receivers, maybe Rice or Tony or Sky Moore. One thing that stands out to me is Jameson Williams. I don't really know what to make of that whole situation. I haven't drafted him yet this year just because of the suspension, and then it's still going to take him a couple games to get back in the swing of things. So is it worth drafting somebody getting maybe 4 games out of him?
Just depends where you get him. You got to get him at good value.
Didn't you take Javonte Williams?
Yeah, but isn't
that the kind of the same thing? I know it's a different scenario, but still same thing, right?
I don't think so because
all right,
and you took Javonte 14.
I'm taking Javonte because I think that he might actually play the regular season. I know I'm taking a couple people a couple stabs at him just because if he does play and everybody was sleeping on that, then it's going to be great. But I see why you're saying that. And he also rounded it out with Kelsey I talked about and then Hayden Hurst. So he does stack both his tight ends with his quarterbacks. And Andrew, I like Hayden Hurst. I think that guy is still a diamond in the rough. I thought Cincinnati he would stand out there, but he didn't. So I'm hoping maybe Carolina is where he finally shows what I think his full potential is.
Mm-hmm.
No, his full potential was shown in Cincinnati. He's in line for a major reduction in
I just think he didn't produce as enough as I expected him to put up a little bit more numbers in Cincinnati.
It was a career year though. It was his best season.
But I expected more.
Yeah.
Like if he did well, they would have kept him instead of Irv Smith. So
well, he was a cap casualty, wasn't he? They signed him, they overpaid him on the upfront.
I don't know. Maybe I missed that one. I don't know. I like Hayden Hurst a lot. So I want to see him. I love his story too. I just think mental health, not to get on my soapbox, but mental health is so important. And to see somebody like him talk about that, I want to see him do well just because of that.
Agreed. So, all right.
We got Jake showing up here, showing up late.
Jake Penguin.
Yeah. Shout out Jake, the merch god.
Did he say he's having a beer? You got to rub it in, pal.
Yeah.
Rub it in, Jake.
Hey, ask him if he's doing an underdog draft right now.
I don't think he is. I think he's back home right now.
I know. I was rubbing it back.
Yeah. Oh, rough.
I feel so bad for him. I wish he could draft. That's crazy to have it and then not be able to do it. It's like getting your badge and then losing it almost. So
almost. Very good. I finished at 14.8.
I got 13.16.
Man, you overachievers. I'm at 11.69. Nice.
Oh,
nice.
Shout out Shady Rays too. I have my Shady Rays on and I just realized I had them on the entire time. So
there you go.
Didn't even notice. That's how comfortable they are.
Nice.
Nice job, Frankenstein. Big Daddy reference? Nobody? All right. That's all right.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Next time.
I referenced Scuba Steve earlier. I was talking to Andrew's oldest son on FaceTime a little bit, and he was wearing goggles running around the house. And I said, "What's up, Scuba Steve?" So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Always love a good Big Daddy reference. All right. You guys got anything to share before we head out?
Nope. All good, man. It was great drafting and doing some cardio with you guys. Thanks for everyone who followed along with us. Please, if you have not already, hit the subscribe button, like the video, turn on the notifications. I mean, follow us along. I really do think we should get more people in here cardioing with us, whether they want to draft a team on their own or draft a team with us. I think the more the merrier here, man. We should get a little bit of a marathon going on here.
Yeah, I said to Andrew,
how much do I have to exercise for you, bro? Like, how much do I have to? I have to sweat and I have to run a marathon.
Oh, you're not exercising for me. You're exercising for yourself and for Underdog, baby.
And I just want to say, I'll issue the challenge, even though this is my first cardio club with you guys. Anybody out there in the Twitterverse or whatever thinks they can beat the three of us on an elliptical or a cardio machine, we'll take your challenge. we'll throw down a little SGPN gauntlet to anybody that wants to take the 3 of us on. So.
Here it looks like Jake's asking you, Ginder, them the Denny Hamlin shades.
Absolutely, that is exactly what they are. I had to beat Andrew to the punch because he said he liked them, and I tried to tell him that I didn't like them when I did the whole time. So I bought them before he did, so he couldn't get them. So yes,
mental
Jake.
warfare.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. All right, take care, be well, be good, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. If you can't be good at it. We will see you.